Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Luxolo. Some of you guys might know me as Lux Kent. And today I want to speak about Psalm 121. Psalm 121 has been such a great encouragement for me during these tough, difficult, and changing times. I want to focus just on the first two verses of Psalm 121. Remember, Psalm 121 is a psalm that the nation of Israel would actually sing. These were kind of road songs. This was called the roads of the songs of ascent. The family upon family would be singing these very psalms. There's something about singing that does something to your soul. There's something about singing that does something to your mind. And that's what would happen here. These families, some people die. Some people would kind of go through very tough and difficult seasons as they are journeying towards the top of the mountain, journeying to Jerusalem. Many families would lose people. Many families would lose hope. And so they would sing these songs to encourage themselves. I wonder how often we get to do that. Sometimes you don't need something else, but you just need to sing something that will strengthen your soul and will strengthen you. And so Psalm 121 gives us this beautiful picture of not just a psalm that we get to read, but something that people would sing to stir this truth deep into their lives and into their minds. So Psalm 121 verse 1 says this. It says, I lift up my eyes to the mountain. Where does my help comes from? Then right after that, they answer themselves and say, my help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and of earth. Now remember, the mountain, you could have two views about the mountain. Firstly, the mountain could be a place of great danger. Great danger. Remember, these families would come together to go meet God in Jerusalem, and so they would climb these very steep and hard mountains. If you've lost people climbing up that mountain would resemble danger to you. But also, a mountain resembles something that's where their help comes from. They're going to meet God. And so once a year, all these families would be excited for this one moment where they know they will get to meet their true Messiah. They'll get to meet their true God. They'll get to meet their Savior. And so they remind themselves, they say, you know what? Things are going bad, but my help comes from the maker of heaven and of earth. I wonder, when things are going bad for you, what do? You see, friends, when things are going bad, we go to the things that end up controlling and enslaving us. That's when we know who our true God really is. This psalm says, you know what? I'm going through a very tough and a difficult season. I'm not going to run to things. I'm not going to run to that relationship. I'm not going to run to my phone. I'm not going to run to media. I'm not going to run to something that's going to draw and take away my attention, but I'm going to run to God. So I'm going to lift up my eyes to the mountain, because that's where my help truly comes from. My help comes from what? The maker of heaven and of earth. And we know what? When we run to God, He will deliver. When we run to God, He will help us. He might not change the situation, but what we know is that He is with us. And sometimes that's what we need to know, that when He is with us, things do change. But sometimes it doesn't change the way that we want it to be. So we really want to encourage you. Run to your maker. Run to the maker of heaven and of earth. Run to your Creator. Where does your help come from? From God, and from God alone.